Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and look what just came in the mail. We've got our 2021 US Mint catalog, and it seems to me to be a little thinner this year. Of course, the US Mint has been having a very difficult time keeping up with production. Just the residual effects of COVID, the Mint being shut down, there were actually some items in 2020 that they did not produce that they were planning on producing, and I think you're trying to see a little bit of a streamlined edition of everything there so they can get on top of the productions that they really want to make. First and foremost, we do have a nice little letter from Mint Director. I'm not going to read that to you and not going to look at the table of contents. See, we're already 2 pages down. But we go straight into the good stuff, which is the brand new Silver Eagle reverse design. Okay, so some things that I had not seen before or had not known before. This comes out and says, hey, July 1 is the release date for the first product. July 1. So you're going to be looking at a July 1 release of the Proof Silver Eagle, which they have priced at $73 in here, which is fascinating because it is less expensive than the Morgan and Peace dollars that are coming out at 85 bucks a piece. So I'm really intrigued by that, and good for you, Mint, for having something seem like a good deal compared to everything else. One of the things that's interesting to me about this is the photo here of the obverse. It looks fake. It looks like one of the counterfeits, but once again, it's just a photo, and in person, I'm sure it'll look great. I think this design is pretty nice. I think it's going to look pretty good. I think people are going to like it, and they're not going to be too upset about it. What's cool, the next page, we go straight into the gold coin. And the gold coin is a little bit different because I haven't seen people talk about it quite as much because the Silver Eagle gets all of the press. The Gold Eagle kind of takes second place, even though gold's the premier metal that people are looking for and looking at. This new design, their first issue is coming out July 9th, and so you're going to have its first availability on the 9th. It's interesting because this design, I think, is going to look pretty good of all things on an uncirculated coin, but I'm not so sure about a proof coin. And I think it'll look good on the 1 ounce size. But on the 1/10 ounce, I'm not so sure. It's just, you got such a small surface, smaller than a dime to get that look. But maybe that's why they went ahead and made the eagle's head so large. We will see. I'm looking forward to seeing these coming up in just a couple months and take a look in person and see what they look like. They are going to have a 2-coin 1/10 ounce set. And I believe that means that they're going to have the old, the Type 1 and the Type 2, however you want to call it, the old design, the new design. And that product is going to be limited to 5,000. 5,000. So that's a pretty low product. Next, we're moving on to the Platinum, and that Platinum design on there. They've had a series coming on with the different freedoms here. The freedom of religion, which is really cool. I like the design with the plant growing out of the seed. Liberty grows. Really a nice design overall. 1,745 bucks. They are not selling out of these as far as I can tell. I do not think that they have a listed limit of production on this coin, which is interesting, but they haven't been selling out on some of these different platinum and palladium products. In fact, we go straight to the next page with the palladium, which is such a beautiful design. But if you look closely, you'll see, you won't see me, but what you'll see is that you'll see that they still have the 2019 and 2020 available. And if you look at the Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit to Happiness, these coins here, they actually still have the 2018s and 2020s available. So they have a number of those that they have not been selling out of, because the price points are 3,300 bucks on the palladium coin, which in 2019 it was probably like 1,500 bucks, 1,700. It was probably close to half of that number. So maybe we should be excited because our tax dollars hard at work. They actually have something that has increased in value. So way to go, Mint, on your accidentally making more money. If you can sell them, right? If you don't sell them, they didn't make any money. So next up, we have the release that we've been talking about, the new Peace Dollar and Morgan Dollar. And there's a couple things to talk about on these issues that I didn't talk about on the video about the 2021s. First of all, this specifies that it has a mintage limit of 175,000. So what I need to specify is sometimes the US Mint puts up a product limit and sometimes it's a mintage limit. Now, product limit has to do with how many of a certain product will be available. So sometimes they'll have the coin design and it'll be a standalone or in a 2-coin set, and they'll tell you the 2-coin set has a product limit of 50,000 pieces, but the overall mintage has a limit of however many, right? So it's a little bit tricky to follow because when you read through it, I'm not always sure the Mint has fully thought out the product limit versus the mintage limit. According to this catalog, the mintage limits are 175,000. So they're not actually getting these coins out to the public until the fall, even though they're issuing them here in May and June of 2021. So some of the things that may happen, since they only have uncirculated coins listed for this year, there is a theory going, and Mint Director Ryder has actually hinted at it, that they may in 2022 go ahead and release different versions of the same coin. Now what they may do is they may go ahead and keep them dated 2021 and make the proofs. They may make 2022s and make the proofs. Maybe they will expand their line to have both uncs and proofs. Maybe you heard it here first, or maybe you already thought of it way before I did, they will actually continue this series like they do the Silver Eagles. Maybe they will just keep making these coins. And here's the other thing to know that I did not mention in the video about these coins. These coins are not commemoratives. All right, let that sink in. They're not commemoratives. So these are $1 coins, just like an Ike dollar, just like a Silver Eagle is technically just a $1 coin. These are regular issue $1 coins. They can come on out of those holders, put them in your pocket, baby, spend them. I'm waiting for that lowball grade set. I think anyone who's got the extra 80 bucks to throw around here, go ahead, pop them out of those cases, put them in your pocket, and I want to see it shows carrying those things around, right? Your lucky pocket piece. So these are not commemorative coins. So a commemorative coin actually commemorates something. The 2006 version of the San Francisco commemorative, where it has the reverse of the Morgan silver dollar on it. Of course, the other side has a picture of I'm going to get this wrong now. It has the U.S. Mint, San Francisco Mint design on the other side. Go ahead and tell me I got that wrong. So that commemorates something very specific. These don't actually commemorate. They're just new dates of an old thing. So for those of you who don't know, the peace dollar, which ended in 1935, was actually going to be reissued in 1964 before they decided, hey, you know what, we're not going to take the silver out. And so there are actually dies made and coins produced dated 1964 with the peace dollar design. The Morgan dollar, 1904, 1921, and now 2021. It's actually a continuation of the same series, only of course this is 999 fine silver instead of 90%, but I digress. Really interesting thing about these coins is that they are not commemoratives. I think it's interesting. All right, after that we have some more gold. We got our buffaloes coming out this year, and we got the 4-coin proof set, and so that's nothing to get too in-depth on. I didn't see anything in here that really struck me, except that they're going to be available, well, really available May 13th, which is actually before I got the catalog. I got the catalog after that issue date. All right, but what was great is I found a coin here that they're issuing that I didn't know existed. I didn't know this was coming out. I haven't seen this. Now, I get Coin World and Numismatic News, and of course, I flipped through them, and I haven't seen a picture of this coin, which is, maybe it just was in there and I just missed it. That's probably the case. I had no idea this coin was coming out. So this is their high relief coin for the year, which is something they've been doing the last several years, and it is going to be available in August. They don't have it priced yet. The high relief series is fun because they really focus on design elements. So unlike this gold eagle new reverse design, which I would love to see in high relief, that eagle on the new gold coin I think is going to look kind of flat. and maybe not as attractive as they were hoping. But if you would have put that in kind of a high relief design so it was bold, I think that would look really cool. So this is interesting because it's got this horse which is, you know, bucking the saddle. And all right, I like the design. It has a different type of American history allure to it. Horses are a very integral part of the expansion of America to the West. It really brings to mind the 1830s through 1870s. You know, you had a huge date range in there where America really expanded to the West. What's funny here is what it says, though. Listen to this. The 2021 American Liberty High Relief Gold Coin features a new obverse with a wild American Mustang horse bucking off a Western-style saddle, evoking, wait for it, the throwing off of the yoke of British rule during the American Revolution. The horse is centered on a rising sun. The reverse design features an eagle. I'm woefully unaware of the historical significance of Western saddled American Mustang horses playing in the Revolutionary War. Like, you know, you may as well put mosquitoes on there because malaria played a bigger factor than horses did, you know. So I like the design, and I like some of the symbolism. It could have been, I mean, they could have just talked about, you know, Western expansion and the growth of our country, but they didn't. It had to do with overthrowing the queen and the king, I guess. God save the queen, but I guess there's the king there too, right? So here we've got the issues that are already out in the back part of the catalog. You've got the McAuliffe dollar, and then you've got the 3 different coins that came out for the Law Enforcement Museum. I just saw these for the first time in person, by the way, and they actually look pretty good. Still not a big fan of this design. This looks pretty good in person. The gold coin looks pretty good in person. The reverse of the gold coin has the flag on it and roses, and it's quite lovely, actually. The other side of, I think, the half dollar has the weird, funky thumbprint, and it actually looks pretty interesting up close, but I'm still not sure, because it's so detailed, still not sure if it's the best design choice. All right, now we got our 5-ounce silver pieces with the final coin. So they got the one for 2021 and then the last couple from 2020, which they show up there. Once again, one of my favorite series. I think most of these coins look really good in a 5-ounce version. I would actually really like to see the U.S. Mint create more 5-ounce versions of U.S. coins, just because I think that most of them look really nice once they're blown up in a big silver coin. We have George and Barbara, and she's going to have her gold coin coming out, and George already has his dollar coin that came out near the end of the year. Now, I don't know when the actual release date was for the gold coin. I may have missed that. It was dated 2020, but some of the stuff that was scheduled for the end of 2020 didn't come out on time. They actually scrapped completely a couple different, like the, what was it, the reverse proof nickel? I think it was the reverse proof nickel that they scratched that ended up not coming out. It ended up not coming out at all. I'm having a hard time with words. Presidential silver medals. This is a series that I have not really seen. I don't know people who buy them. They are issued for about $65 each. They're 999 fine silver, and I'm not 100% sure the size on these guys, if they are 1 ounce or a different size, but they're $65. And you know, they're reissuing stuff that they've made before, just in silver. And we have a couple quick pages to go through here. You've got the innovation dollars. This is the secret, double secret series that the U.S. Mint's been putting out for the last several years. Coins that I never see. They don't circulate. They are harder to come by than any of the Native American Sacagawea dollars have been. Some of the designs on here have actually been pretty cool, by the way. And I never see them. I don't make an effort to go find them. But maybe some of you collect them and you already know how good they look in person or don't look in person. Then we've got some of the just proof sets, mint sets, the latest Native American dollar. This is a series, by the way, that actually I think the U.S. Mint's done a great job when it comes to designs. Most of these have really nice designs on the reverse, and it pains me when I see like the law enforcement or the Basketball Hall of Fame, where you see designs that just fall short, because I know that they can make designs that have symbolism and look nice. You can actually do both at the same time, and I think most of the Native American coins series have done that. I think they've had really nice designs overall. The back of the catalog, last couple pages here, we've got Bureau of Engraving and Printing cards. We got our our commemorative ornaments, which they're still doing, even though I don't know anyone who buys them or uses them. And if you do, good for you, but I haven't seen them. And then there's the birthday sets that they make, anniversary birthday sets. But then the other thing that I'm not into yet, I haven't checked this out yet, but I'm going to have to. They have an augmented reality, United States Mint augmented reality, and enter the Quarterverse. I think you hit the QR code there and it takes you to some other universe where the U.S. Mint makes good designs and has a website that works. So maybe I'll check that out some other time. All right, guys, let me know if there's any of these products that you're going to be getting or you're looking forward to getting. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. Thanks so much for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.